Good evening, ADHD Unite UK, Martin Donnelly. So I just wanted to come on, say hello to you all. We've all had a good day. I just wanted to have a bit of a chat about addiction and recovery, really, and how my ADHD works. You know, it's funny because I do research on stuff all the time. Last time I was on about, the stigmas and the shame of everything. So I did a 12-step program, and 12-step program works for millions and millions of people. It worked for me as well for my addiction and my alcoholism. And going through a 12-step program was wonderful, absolutely beautiful. Got me clean and sober. Keeps me clean and sober as well. But there was something else there for me, and this is like the stigmas of ADHD. It's clearly it is just people not understanding ADHD, and this is why I want to come on, educate some people. What I'm not educated up to the max. Yeah, I have people that help me out as well, so I can get things wrong, but I was just listening to something, and it was like just all made sense to me. And so the 12 steps, I don't want to slag one little bit because 12 steps, really, really helped me out, and I still do it now. I'm still in the 12-step program. I'm still helping people, sponsoring them, and doing the next right thing. I turned my life and will over to the hands of God, and that it works for me. Yeah, million and one ways to do things. 12-step program worked for me. 12-step program worked for millions of people. It's been going since 1935, 34, something like that. And you know what? It's a great program. But for the ADHD person, these are the things I struggled with. Is I worked myself out about being an alcoholic addict, and I thought, yeah, do you know what? This is the cause of everything. Me being an alcoholic addict. Yeah, it was partly, but it wasn't the cause. It wasn't the root cause of what actually took me to my addiction. Yeah. What took me to my addiction was my ADHD. Now, I went through recovery. I get all the recovery police here now. Oh, what's he about to say? What I'm about to say is my journey, my opinion. Yeah, and I don't care what anyone else thinks, because this is me building my confidence up as well. Because I've been knocked, yeah, and I don't want people, in the same position as me. Talk about it, discuss ADHD, find out about it, get educated about it, yeah, because this is what I found. I did a 12-step program and I got sober, I got clean, yeah, and I'm coming up to 4 years clean and sober now, and that is that is my addiction and my alcoholism. 12-step program, bang, works, amazing program. But I knew there was something else different, didn't I? And it was ADHD. Now, for anyone struggling, who's in a program or this, that, and the other, there's stigmas in it. I went through that program. I knew I had ADHD, but I was made to feel. Well, I wasn't made to. I got told that shouldn't be talking about ADHD. Shouldn't be talking about this, that, and the other. But that's why can't I still not talk about my ADHD? Yeah, when that was my journey. That's what caused my addiction. So I'm speaking out tonight for anyone that is struggling in any sort of program with ADHD, right? And you can't talk about it, You can, and I will. Yeah, not to be a cocky, not to be cocky or anything else like that. Yeah, it's my journey. You know, and I worked out that I was an alcoholic addict. I worked out how to come off the drinking, the drugs. Yeah, I got spiritually well to do that. Yeah, and I'm spiritually well today. So in my recovery, it's so hard. I just found it so difficult because there was something else what I didn't know about. And every time I mentioned ADHD, I'd get a knockback from someone. Oh no, don't get medicated. Don't do this. Don't do that. Can't do this. Can't do that. And get sober for a year. All you know what? You're not doctors, and you were all wrong. Let me tell you that now. You were all wrong, and you was all wrong to tell me not to get medicated. Yeah, you were all wrong to tell me to wait a year. You right? You were all wrong to tell me it's like whiz getting medicated. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, you were all wrong to say you're spiritually unwell if you're on medication. Wrong again. Totally wrong again. Yeah? Right. I'll tell you why he's wrong. So, ADHD ripped everything out of me. Yeah. But it's part of my journey. Right? It's what took me to my alcoholism and my cocaine addiction. Cocaine was a mega part in my life. What was a solution? I did not get up there high. Yeah, it got me up to there in the middle where we're all supposed to be. So, an ADHD brain, at the front you've got performance, and at the back there you've got knowledge, right? Now here, right down here, doesn't connect them two. It's like a split in the middle. So, knowledge and performance, they're not getting the same signals over as a normal person or someone without ADHD. And that's the difference. And medication, I'm on Elvance. And that medication, let's say, for you to understand it, connects them wires. So it puts the knowledge and the performance together, and it makes it easier for me to use them as normal as possible. Yeah, it's about the brain. Yeah, with ADHD, it's the brain, not the addiction, not alcoholism. Fuck all that. Right? Yeah, I'm an alcoholic addict, a recovered one today. Right? But there's so much. ADHDs have lived in negativity all their lives, and what I'm trying to do is get these stigmas away from everywhere, from the world, programs, everything. Yeah, and it's got, I'm trying to come across, as best I can here. Cocaine wasn't bad for me. Cocaine worked for me. Cocaine was the same effect as like the meds. Yeah. But what I will say is the cocaine will take your life and it will stop working. Yeah, because it's a drug, right? And if no legal substances, kick them out the window. Yeah, medication is, it's there for us, right? And we have to understand it as well. Look into it, proper research it, yeah. But they're not bad. I'm on Elvance, and it's a total winner for me. From where I was to where I am today, it's unreal. It's absolutely amazing. As I say, I write everything down, just forget everything. So like I saying, yeah, cocaine was a massive help in my life. Probably kept me going for 25 years, to be dead honest. But it goes come to an end where, for me, was heart attacks, and killing me. Alcohol was killing me, and it will do. Eventually, it doesn't matter who you are, it'll kill you. And that's why I went to a 12-step program. That's why I got myself clean and sober. And yes, I would advise anybody to get clean and sober first. If you are suicidal, go and get medical help straight away. There is things there what can help, and there's support groups. Just talking about it and getting yourself to a support group will really help you. I've had 3 people on my phone this weekend, 3 people. One still in the madness of addiction, can't grasp, a program because he's not regulating anything. It's all about regulation to us. We chase to sort of, how can I put it? We're looking to regulate ourselves all the time, right? Because we've got no understanding around it. We've got no. This is for me anyway. So I had no understanding around ADHD. I couldn't regulate myself. I couldn't regulate my emotions. I was always confused, and I was always couldn't focus. Now, when I got clean and sober, all these things were put down to shit out your dead. You're clean and sober now. Your emotions come back, and yeah, they do. And boy, let me tell you, them emotions came back and hit me right on the head, because my emotions, are different to getting an addict can get their emotions back and regulate them emotions and know which each and every one of them are. I don't regulate them. I get them all at once. Poof! And that's what it's like for an ADHD. Bang! It just, and you can't, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah. So, we've got to educate ourselves. Yeah. Forget what people say in recovery programs, any recovery, but just, take their advice on recovery only. The addiction, the alcohol, gambling, drugs, anything. Take that advice. Do that 12-step program. Do the program. I'm never ever going to slag that program. It's great. Yeah. But you can't go through life. Everyone's saying, oh, it's all, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. When someone's trying to explain they've got ADHD, like I did, these are my own experiences, When I tried to explain there was something different, no, it's a spiritual malady. Spiritual malady. No, it's not. But because we have never had the ADHD language to get this out and understand, because we don't understand, so we can't go, oh, there it is. That's what I mean. Oh, and that's what I mean, with a proper explanation, because ADHD and addiction like that run side by side. So if I can't explain it to somebody who's got ADHD, I've got ADHD and I can't explain that to somebody, right? And they're not going to be able, they're not going to understand it, and I get that. I totally understand it, But the best thing is, tell them you don't understand it. Don't tell them it's something else. Oh, it's this, it's your addiction, it's this addiction. And it winds me up, right? Because we're supposed to have love, care, and tolerance. Where's the love, care, and tolerance in not listening to someone? Where is it? It's not. There's none. Gone. I don't care what anyone says. This is my journey. This was the journey I was on, And you know, that journey I was on was, so many things came back to me of my childhood, of me not being understood, not feeling loved and stuff like that. It's because of all the shame what got put on me, right? All the negative, you stupid, you lazy, you this, you that, all my life. Well, I got that in the beginning of my recovery. I'll be honest, that's what people did to me in the beginning of my recovery, was shame me. No, it's not. It's this. No, it's not. It's that. Shut your mouths. Keep that mouth shut. If you're not educated, don't talk about it. Don't go down that road. There's addicts in there, right? And I'm not slagging certain people. I've had it. and I'm trying to put a stop to this because just listen to the person. That's what I'm trying to say. Listen to that person. You know, it send them off. Tell them go and find ADHD coach. Go and get diagnosed. Go to counselling. If that's what they need. Yeah, not everything is a program. It's not. Yeah, and it doesn't say it anywhere in that book either. It says go outside and seek help. So I ruined my inner child from ADHD. Yeah, my inner child was ruined. I was in children's homes. Yeah, I was in addiction. I was in jails. My childhood got stolen. My childhood got stolen through ADHD. And I'm all right with it today. But I had to work on all of these things. I had to work on my inner child. I had counselling over my inner child. And, I was up for this. I was up for getting clean and sober, I'd had enough, right? I had the desire of a drowning man to get clean and sober, and that's what I did do. And I had some great people around me, and you know what? There's some great people. You won't get better people, like, for friends. It's alcoholic addict people are so loving and caring, and I say, there's no tolerance and stuff. When it comes to ADHD, people think, oh, it's just a myth. Oh, it's just this. But it's not. We've got to get away from that. Everybody, I'm not just talking people with addiction and that. Everybody needs to get away from these myths and stigmas and stuff like that because, you're potentially killing somebody. That's what you're doing. When you're telling them it's this, it's that, and the other. When you are playing doctor and you don't know, just say you don't know, but I'm willing to listen to you. That's all somebody needs is just a willingness to listen to you. For me, I got someone what listened to me, and it made a massive, massive difference. And I did do my counselling. So this inner child again, we come back to me inner child. So I got clean and sober and found out I had ADHD, and then I was still up the wall. People were telling me to wait. Yeah, well, guess what? I waited and I nearly killed myself. I nearly killed myself because I was listening to other people again. Yeah, and that's my fault. But don't put people on pedestals neither. Don't do it. I did it. They're no better than anyone else, mate. No better than anyone else. But the thing is, we've got to educate ourselves on ADHD, really educate ourselves on it. For me, I'm finding out a lot of things on it, and I'm trying to find, ADHD brought me traumas, brought me depression, anxiety. I was always misunderstood. Yeah. My drinking drugs came through ADHD. My brain never turns off. It's permanently going. Someone without ADHD can put their head on the pillow, go to sleep, and everything will shut down and relax. This doesn't. For an ADHD, carries on. My medication helps me with that and helps me with my sleep, which is great because one of the main things for ADHD is sleep. Eating correct foods is mega. And you people think, oh, well, that's what you should be doing anyway. Yeah, it is. When you've got an head what forgets to eat, when you've got an head what tells you this, that, and the other. And I'm no expert. I'm not going to put all this in expert language and go, oh yeah, right, because I'm not. This is my journey. This is just how I speak, and that's how you're going to get it. I'm not pretending anymore. I'm not going to pretend I'm someone else because that is what I've done all of my life. All of my life, I have pretended to be somebody else. And then, I got clean and sober, and yeah, I was just self-seeking. I was just this, just that. Self-seeking, selfish, and stuff like that. It's all the negative speaking back to me again. Yeah, I'm not saying I wasn't selfish in any way, by the way, because I was. But there's more to it, far more to it. Why am I like this? You know, why am I still like this? I'm clean and sober. You know, I was getting all the negative again. My confidence went boom. My life went downhill again. But why? Because we're getting knocked again, and people are telling me this, people are telling me that, and I'm listening to them because I don't know myself now. Now I've educated myself. I'm not no doctor or anything like that, but I'm actually finding myself again. And I'm only going to say, I'm coming up to 4 years clean and sober, but I'm only just finding myself in, say, in the last 6 months, 7 months, I'd say, properly finding myself again, because education over ADHD is a massive thing. And that medication for me, sorted me out, quieted me out, and that gave me the ability then to regulate my emotions, to focus, to do loads more. It benefited me. Now, until I had that tablet, I couldn't do these things, yeah. And I was sat wanting to die. That's where it takes us. Suicide rates for ADHD, they're quite very, very common. I don't know the figures, so I'm not going to say anything, but they're very, very common. I was nearly one of them. Yeah, I drove myself to Wales. I wasn't going to come back, and that was because I wasn't regulating anything. And when I got coached, when I drove to Wales and I went up this mountain, and there's like a lane to where I was going. It was all like just like trees and just nature and calm. And when I drove down this lane, it took me an hour and a half to get there, and I wasn't calm. I was crying on the motorway, and I was laughing at the same time because I couldn't regulate. And I thought, I'm a weirdo. I'm a total weirdo. So when I got to that lane, something changed. My head started to regulate because there's something around that where I calmed. And it wasn't until I got an ADHD coach and he said to me, you were trying to find somewhere to regulate. And when I truly look at it, I couldn't regulate around the people. I was near at the time, I couldn't regulate. It didn't matter who the person was. Just couldn't regulate around anyone. I needed space. And I sat up there for a good 2 hours. And I'm here today, so I didn't, I had to find out how to regulate myself. It was like being a child again. So I'd just gone through a 12-step program, and I thought, yeah, I found all these answers. And at that time, I'm running on dopamine, which we're short of dopamine, yeah. We don't produce it the same. So all the things I'm doing, and I'm proper buzzing. It's helping me to regulate, but then you can't just keep doing all these things. You can't out the door and you have burnouts. Then I burn out, then come crashing down. Then you're coming up, then you're coming down. So going back to regulation, I had to find out how to regulate. I had to find out again how, I was a proper child in my head. I felt like a child. Just felt I've just rebuilt my life, and it's come crashing down. Why is it come crashing down? Turns out, when I've got ADHD and I've got the coach, and I've got the medicines, and I've got educated, and I've got everything around me, a full support network of people, and started to learn how to live again. And that's what it's like. How to live again. I'm 47 years of age. You shouldn't be having to try to live again and realise who you are. Do you know what I mean? As a child, I went through going to speech therapy because they're thinking there's something wrong. I was dyslexic, so I couldn't say my L's and my R's. And I got the piss took out of me for all of this, all these negative things. And I was trying to be such a person with them, and it's like a survival. So I'm only surviving in life to fit in. Yeah, with them people there, that's how I know how to act and think because they're acting like that. And then when they do, and it's not. I want this. It's not. I don't. I'm not doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because of my ADHD brain recognises I've got to do that because I'm in this survival, yeah. And with them, I've got to do that, and it's patterns. You know, today I'm trying to break patterns, but I'm also trying to help other people. So I've had one in addiction what's not grasping it because his ADHD's up the wall. When he gets an understanding on that, you know, I'm not going to disclose it, but I bet you money when he gets an understanding around his ADHD as well as doing a program, he's going to be all right because he's not regulating. I've had another lad, he's watched one of my posts and run me up, and he's, you know, he's like, that's me, that is me. And I've sat there for over an hour today with him, talking and going through his life because he wants to get educated, and he feels like he's had his life stolen. And that's what it's like having ADHD. We've had our life stolen from us as kids because there was no education around it. We were just naughty boys. We were just this. And don't get me wrong, we would do naughty things, but there's reasons for it. We don't even know. I hated the things he was doing, but he was giving me dopamine rushes. He was giving me whatever you want to call it, yeah. And that's just how I went. The lad I was talking to today, he's similar, and you know, we had our lives stolen through ADHD. I'm not blaming anyone, can't blame anyone, but what I am saying is we need to get people diagnosed, yeah. We need to get educated, get the teachers educated. I've just listened to something now. Who was that idiot on, is it Reform in Parliament? Yeah. What's he said? Something about, we need to put it all back to the teachers. The teachers know better, and this, that, and the teachers don't know anything. The teachers aren't psychologists, yeah, which they're the only people that can diagnose. GP can't diagnose you. It's got to be a psychologist, yeah. But we need to get to the kids. We need to get to the younger generations, as well as these adults, yeah. But we need to get to the younger generations. We need to get them diagnosed. We need to get them educated. We need to get teachers educated, yeah. We need to get the jail systems educated, right? I believe myself that if I was educated and knew about my ADHD, I wouldn't have gone to jail and I wouldn't have been an alcoholic addict. 100%. I wouldn't be anything like that, like I was. 100%. Being and gone through everything I've been through, you know, now I can understand my addiction, my alcoholism, my ADHD, where that ADHD, because I found it hard trying to say, you know, to someone, this is this, and right, and you know, you sort of get told, well, is it that? Is it? No, you're getting told it was this, it was that, But it wasn't. We can't just put everything down to the drink and the drug. Yeah. You know, where did it stem from? Where did it actually stem from? And for me, everything comes back to ADHD, but I wasn't allowed to speak it out. So I felt fake again because it was, no, everyone wants to come away from this ADHD thing. It annoys me. It gets on my tits because that was the root cause of me. The root cause of everything I was doing, why I was doing it, right up to my addiction, why I got why I turned into an addict, why I turned into an alcoholic, yeah, why I couldn't regulate, why I couldn't, but you know, it's an addiction, it's an addiction, it's this, it's that. Well, I wasn't addicted, yeah, when I was in the madness of stealing cars, yeah, street robberies, and everything. I wasn't addicted. I wasn't, I don't get me wrong, I had the odd pill or whatever. My addiction wasn't there, but the chaos was there. And why? Because I couldn't regulate. I needed dopamine. I needed this thrill seeking, to get this stuff up my dopamine levels, and because when I get up there and regulating, then I feel all right. When I'm out in that stolen car, I'm not saying none of this is right, and please don't go out and do it. But when I'm in that stolen car, because I've got so much concentration on it, I'm normal. The thrill seeking brings me to here, and it's all to do with my nervous systems, and I can't explain it properly. But have a look into everything. And like I say, my brain, there's performance, there's knowledge, there's a split in the middle, yeah, and they're not connecting properly. That's how I can get it over. But the medication helps with that. But also knowledge and education is brilliant, because if you know what you're doing. So I was an alcoholic addict, yeah, until I learnt about alcoholism and addiction. I couldn't get clean and sober. How do you get clean and sober if you don't realise what it's all about? You don't, do you? But go and fix that. Fix what? Don't do anything about it. Can't do it, can you? And it's the same with ADHD. Go get educated. Yeah, come along to my ADHD Unite UK. It's on at St Matthew's Church. It's on the 17th of this month, 7 o'clock. Get there for about 6:30, 7. Get yourself a brew and that, and some biscuits. Meet the community. The more the merrier. Yeah, it's a free event. There is a donation if you want to donate. If you can't afford it, don't. Yeah. I want to get everyone educated. Don't sit back. Don't lose your confidence. Yeah. Don't let people knock you. Yeah. Because the people what are knocking you don't know anything about it. Don't understand it. Shut your mouths. Keep your mouths quiet. Yeah. Help people. If you're going to help people, sit down with them. Listen to what they're going through. Yeah. Try and understand it. Don't tell me you understand it if you don't, but say you're willing to. Just to sit down with someone, yeah, and say, I'm willing to listen to you. I don't know anything about this, but I'm willing to listen to you. Yeah. Instead of you all thinking you're cocksmart and I know everything. Yeah. You don't. People don't know everything. I don't know everything. Yeah. I don't pretend I know everything. But what I do know is reassuring mental health. Yeah. Just by sitting with someone, give them a big hug, and just say, I'll help you be all right. I'll help you. Go to the doctors with them. Do something with them. Do you want to go for a walk? There's loads of things, but we don't. No one does. They just give their opinions, don't they? Oh, it's not this. Oh, it's not that. All the stigmas come out. Stick your stigmas where they fucking hurt you, because they're all wrong, right? Please, if you want to help mental health, help it by just listening. Just listening. That's all you got to do. That's it. Don't give your opinions about it. Keep your opinions to yourself, because your opinions, they don't matter. Now, I used to think opinions did matter, and they nearly killed me. Top and bottom of that, they nearly killed me. Because, oh, you cocksures, oh, you need to do this, and you need to do that, and you need to do the other. And guess what? I did it, and I wanted to die. I wanted to commit suicide. And, you say it's a selfish thing. It isn't. Yeah. We are mentally drained when we get to that suicide phase. We are mentally drained, exhausted, proper, it's not even what we want to do, but we can't cope with this, our brains. And for someone to say, oh, you're just selfish, all you're doing is making that person feel worse. Yeah. Why don't you give them a big hug and say, come here? Give them a bit of positivity. Yeah, and I don't hear it in the programs. The positivity. I'm dead honest. I don't hear it. You know what I mean? I don't hear people saying, "Oh, reassuring," because you're not supposed to have reassurance. We don't need reassuring. This, that, and the other. Well, you know what? What sort of persons are people who don't want to reassure someone that they're going to be all right? Do you know what I mean? We'll help you get some help. I don't understand it. And, recovery police, come at me. Do what you want. It doesn't matter to me today. Really doesn't, because I got through my stuff, not just by a 12-step program. I got through my stuff by proper educational help, medical help, mental health experts. And that is what we need. Yeah. And stop putting people down. The world puts people down. The world is saying, oh, why? Why can't we just all love each other and help each other? The world's gone mad, but we don't, what can I say? So start loving each other. Start being nice to each other. Start helping people. Yeah? Stop throwing one thing at them. Oh, you've got to do it this way. You've got to do it that way. You don't have to do anything. Yeah? I guarantee you now, where I got here was I did a 12-step program. Yeah? And I did it to the best that I could do it myself, right? I'm still here because of that 12-step program, yeah? Right? And I'm so grateful for that 12-step program, because it's everything to me, yeah? But I learned love, care and tolerance from that program. So if somebody comes to me with mental health, yeah, I'm not just going to tell them, you've got one way to sort it out, because there's not just one way. There's one way I know for alcoholism and addiction, and that's the 12-step program. For my mental health and my ADHD, yeah, there needs to be more. I've got a community getting together now. The ADHD community is coming together. What I'm working on and trying to get together. Come down, shout your mouth off, and do what you want. There's no judgment. No judgment. Stay away from them judging people. Anyone with ADHD, everyone judges you. Stay away from them. You don't need them. They're not loving. They're not caring. Yeah, they're all about their own opinions. And opinions don't matter, by the way. So, I've been on. I probably had a rant, yeah. But I just want to get it across. Start loving each other, man. And you ADHD, start loving yourselves. Start loving yourselves. Start healing. Start educating yourself. Start getting healed. Yeah. If you've got an addiction, get yourself to 12-step programs. It works for that. For me, I'm still in a 12-step program. I still go to my meetings. I'm still happy. I'm still clean and sober. And it's an amazing place. We just need to put the stigmas down from the world. Get the stigmas down. Don't need them. They're not loving. They're not caring. They're not big. And they're not clever. So that's me rant. That's my explanation. St. Matthew's Church, 17th, 7 o'clock. Stretford, opposite McDonald's. Anyone with ADHD, anyone not with ADHD wants to get educated, wants to learn about it, maybe have a friend, something, along them lines. Anyone's welcome. Anyone's welcome. Don't let people knock you. I've been knocked. I grew my confidence. I got knocked again. I lost my head again. I'm growing my confidence. And I'm on here saying my journey. And those recovery police, go for it. Because it's my journey. No one else's. This is my journey. My ADHD. And today I'm loving life. Yeah, I love it. I love life. And I work my program. I help others. Don't suffer. ADHD, don't suffer. Please don't suffer. Come down. Join in the community. Listen, love to use all. I'm going to go because I think my tea's ready. I'll help people build their confidence with their ADHD, just like I've building mine. Still building mine now. I'm here though. I'm alive. I believe in God. I believe in a 12-step program. And I also believe in an ADHD community can help. And I also believe in medication, what helps your ADHD. Don't let anyone tell you any difference. You're not clean, you're not sober because you're having that. It's a load of bull. A load of total bull. Don't believe it. Try and speak with ADHD people. Same as the alcoholic addicts. The alcoholic addicts, they work together like that. ADHD, get with ADHD community. Brilliant. I couldn't put my 12 steps and my ADHD together. I can today. And I'm not shamed. I don't let people shame me about my ADHD. I don't let people put me down. And the stigmas, I jump all over them when some stigma comes because I love it. I love it. I love putting the stigmas right out the window. So anyone wants to come with a stigma anywhere, come to me. I'll put you straight back out the window because I won't have them. I've had it all my life. And any ADHD struggling, come on, get down to St. Matthew's Church, get on my Facebook page. It's Martin Donnelly, ADHD Unite UK. I'm also on Instagram and I'm also on YouTube and TikTok. So please get involved. Come down. Really happy to meet you when you get there. Thank you.